I wanted a daughter so badly. 10 years go by and I've given up hope. I thought I was sick, so I went to my doctor, and I am now almost 40 years old, and he tells me I'm pregnant. And I said, I am not pregnant. But from the moment I found out I was pregnant, one thing after the next, almost instantly, they told me she had spina bifida. Showed me the hole in her spine, told me they could do some experimental surgeries, told me that maybe I should reconsider about even having her. And I was devastated. They told me she'd neither walk nor talk, that she'd probably never get up out of the bed. And we decided that no matter what she was, we'd love her. We started walking to the car, and I got in the car, and I was shaken. You know, I was terribly shaken. And I just closed my eyes for a moment, and I heard the Spirit of the Lord speak to my heart and say, your daughter will dance on the streets of Jerusalem. And I was like, whoa, was that God? You know, I'm not really one to hear the voice of God so profoundly. And I just started thinking of it, and I was still trying to find my way through this dilemma we were in. And Mike turned on the car, and I reached up to start changing the radio station, and I ran across a song that started just blaring, and it was a country song by Leanne Womack, and it said, I hope you dance. And I just looked at Mike and I was like, that's a confirmation. Our daughter will dance. And so one night, just flipping through the pages of the Bible, I ran across this scripture, and it said, He will perfect those things which concern you. And instantly, I thought, this baby concerns me. And so God will make her perfect. And I thought that I would go back to the doctor and he would say, oh, no, everything's good, it's wonderful, but he didn't. And so we just kept praying, and I kept laying my hands on my stomach and praying, you're perfect, child, you're so perfect, God's made you perfect, you concern me, you concern him. And so we went back to the doctor, and they told me that her heartbeat was almost gone, and that I had a choice. I could go ahead and deliver her, and she'd probably be stillborn, or they could go ahead and do something and remove her altogether. But still, Mike and I held on to the promise that he would perfect her. And they did another scan, and she ran out, and she come back, and she said, we must have the wrong scan. And she came back in, and then the doctor came in, and he's like, I can't explain it, but that hole in her spine is not there anymore. I went in on a Monday morning. They induced my labor. We lost her heartbeat 3 or 4 times. And on Tuesday in the afternoon, we gave birth to a daughter. And for a moment when I was laying there, I was thinking, oh, what if she's not right? What if there's something wrong with her? What if she can't talk? What if doubt just filled my mind? And the doctor immediately looked at her, and I said, oh, please tell me, is she okay? And he looked, not knowing what God had spoke to me, and he said, she's perfect. Then I held her, and I looked at her, and I thought, wow, what a miracle you are. And now, 20 years later, she dances. She's our worship leader. She's our children's pastor. And honestly, from the time she was born, she was dancing to music, and then took 13 years of dance, and still to this day, she can dance beautifully. But that was the word of the Lord. Your daughter will dance on the streets of Jerusalem.